Hello, it's Leslie here again. One thing I wanted to talk to you about was something that really helped me identify some issues in my family and kind of helped me reduce shame uh, and really helped me just accept like who I was and where I fit in, and it just helped me understand my um, family dynamics a little bit better. And that was the 6 roles of a dysfunctional family. And when it comes to that, I learned that it's really the difference between a healthy, functioning family and a dysfunctional one is communication and how that's done. So, when it comes to a dysfunctional family, you will have 2 parents, and those parents usually take on roles, and that is one of the addict or the enabler. And the addict is one who is known to be absent, use drugs, lie, steal, cause financial stress and instability, aggression, isolate themselves from the rest of the family, um, just general behaviors like that. Sorry, I was just eating something, I'll stop. And then there is the enabler, and the enabler is the opposite of the addict, and they are where the communication style for an addict is usually more on the aggressive side. The enabler is passive, and in like that means they are going to be a pushover. They're gonna the one pick up all the slack, repeatedly forgive, probably fight a lot with the addict, be the person who keeps things going, just basically like a pushover. And then when it comes down to the roles of the children, the first child, the eldest one, tends to be parentified, and in doing so, sometimes they will take the role of the hero, but that role can fall into any child. And basically, what the role of the hero is to be a mask when that family is outside of the house. That child can be very good at some sort of sport or extracurricular activity, whether it be captain of the football team, captain of the hockey team, a dancer, you know what I mean? Just be really involved with something. Sometimes they could be a star in the military, and basically they save the family from any type of ridicule outside of the home, and shield them from any type of criticism. Then comes the mascot. That child is most likely to be labeled a class clown. They tend to diffuse fights by being the funny guy, bringing humor into a situation with diffusion. They most likely are going to be disruptive in class. When it comes to school, they might have lower marks. They definitely can get into trouble a lot more than the hero, and then that leads me to the third role, and that is the lost child. There's 2 different kinds. There's one that tends to just drift away from the family and spend their time either in their room or outside at school, not really being involved, absent. They tend to do okay in school. They tend to be kind of ignored. They drift to the side. And then there is the second kind of lost child, who is more at risk because they tend to leave the family, but they find connection in other ways, through criminal or gang activity. That's where they get that sense of belonging, is with other people. They're more likely to be addicted to drugs. They're more likely to perpetuate the cycle that their family went through, because they're seeking that sense of connection. And then the final role is one of the scapegoat. And the scapegoat is the one in the family that everybody blames. So they tend to have the most issues, whether it be academically, whether it be with drug use, whether it be like low performance in some type of sports. That's just like the parents will deflect and project their their weaknesses onto that said child, and that person will be the one who deals with all the trouble. You know, they're commonly labeled the black sheep. You know what I mean? I have been the scapegoat many times, but the thing with these roles is they can shift. Like, there's times where I have been the enabler, and there's times where I've been the addict. There's times where I have been the hero, and there's times where I've been the scapegoat. It all just really depends on your behaviors for that time. But by having this understanding of like where I sat, and like how I was affected throughout my life because of these types of dynamics, I was able to like put a name to a lot of these like really awful feelings that I was having growing up, and it really helped me see that I was not the only one going through those types of scenarios. So thank you for listening. Remember, your greatest failures are your biggest lessons, and I love you, and please stay safe.